the importance of being earnest.
Yeah.
And Laura came home and said, "Dad, it's over. It's over. Now I know where you get all your quotations from." So,
Yeah.
the poetry is great as well. I mean, we're just such a fortunate country in terms of what we produce.
Yeah, as he says, being Irish, he had an abiding sense of tragedy, which sustained.
All our wars are happy enough.
Yeah.
All our parties are sad.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And do we overdo death and mourning?
No, I don't think so. See, I think the first thing is, depending on the circumstances. I mean, I hate to see young people being taken away all too soon, which happens obviously sadly in families. And if on the other score, if you've lived the full life, 3 score plus whatever the bonus is, you can celebrate that. And I think there was a lady died in Tralee a few years ago, and the message went out that she didn't want anybody wearing dark clothes.
Yeah.
Come to the funeral with the brightest outfits you have in the house.
Yeah.
Which people did.
Yeah.
And I think it's out of respect for the deceased, really, and circumstances are different and people get taken, younger. It's really tough on families. It's really good, in terms of older people passing away, having lived a full life. I think it's worth celebrating.
Yeah. And it's very different in different countries. In England, it takes 2 or 3 weeks till
That's right. Right.
In Spain, you're gone within 24 hours. So
that's right.
We do have a nice way of waiting for people to travel abroad, come back.
Oh, yeah. In the Arab world, even the leaders
of the Arab world,
they're buried in 24 hours without any commotion.
Correct. Yeah.
And it's different in every country. But no, I think there's a respect in Ireland for the deceased. And I wouldn't like to see that going, to be honest.
Yeah. And are you optimistic about the future in Ireland and other places?
You have to be. There are huge challenges facing us as a society, from the criminality to the drugs problem, which I'm really worried about, I have to confess.
And do you think it's a stronger police is the way to go, or is it education thing?
Education has a big part to play in it, but also I think we're very vulnerable to the stuff coming in from South America.
Yeah.
We probably have to up our protection in terms of detection, even though the Coast Guard and the police, Navy have done a good job in recent years, but how much of it are we stopping? But back 30 years ago, if middle-class people wanted drugs, they were going to get them.
Yeah.
But since then, it's just pervaded society, and unfortunately, young people are getting caught into the cycle. Why can't they just have a few pints and fall asleep like we used to?
Yeah, in the PAV or somewhere,
In the absolutely. The Lincoln Inn.
The Lincoln, that's right. It's very fancy now, Dick. It's a fancy place.
I took this in there recently. It's lost. It's lost for me. It's lost what it used to be. They wouldn't give us an after-hours drink in there. See, Paddy Murphy was the man. And then about a week after I was elected to the Dáil, I invited some of my rugby colleagues to meet me in Lincoln. And about 11:15, Paddy sidled over to me and said, "Oh, Deputy, by the way, if you'd like an after-hours drink, you can stay here." I said, "Paddy, you wouldn't give it to me when I wanted it." We're not staying.
Yeah. And is there anything, last question, Dick, you'd change if you had the chance to do it again?
I would do it again, but you have to understand, you do things in your 20s, 30s, 40s that you won't do in your 60s and 70s.
Yeah.
I mean, I often drove up and down to Dublin 3 times a week.
Yeah.
Now I have to think about it.
Yeah.
I don't particularly want to drive to Dublin on my own. I'm very happy Christy comes with me. We share the driving.
Yeah.
Just leaving here now to do 300 kilometers it would be a big challenge, whereas 30 or 40 years ago, you didn't blink.
Yeah.
It had to be done. 5:55, the clock was set for, and off you went. Don't have to set the clock anymore, thankfully.
Dick Spring, it's been a pleasure talking to you, and thank you for joining us on Aran on this.
Thank you very much.